Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Dragonstorm Studios video. I'm here today from the distant past. It is October 27th, and I find myself just ahead of schedule a little bit with my Magic the Gathering content creator series that I have been working on. And I thought to myself, I've been doing a lot of drawings of people in the last little while. And I thought, I've recently done a movie marathon of the Predator movies. Of course, 1987, Arnold Schwarzenegger, 1990, Danny Glover, Adrian Brody, 2010 Predator movie. And I thought, I would like to draw just my own thing. And we'll see how this goes. I'm just kind of sketching away. I've been watching several of the movies back to back to back recently, and I hope to get to the Alien vs. Predator movies next. And I thought, you know what? I was sketching away anyways a little bit as I was watching them, and why not do something a bit different? Make a video which has to do with those wonderful aliens, the incredible design of them, and let's see, how it turns out. And here's how I would begin that sort of drawing. I've got for myself here, I've looked up a picture of Predator, and I specifically looked up a picture of one of the action figures from the Alien vs. Predator movie, the first one that came out in 2004, I want to say. So I've got the picture here I'm working off of. So I'm looking at it as I'm going, but I also want to spend a lot of time off camera while watching the movie, just kind of working away at it, letting my imagination kind of help me fill in the gaps. So I'm just going to start that drawing right now for you folks, and you can kind of see how it develops and how it comes about over time. And maybe you'll be inspired to do your own favorite movie monster, perhaps, or favorite film franchise character, but something other than a human being. We want something a little bit different after all. And why not, sort of see what we can create here. Just, for a few minutes. I don't want it to be a huge video. I just want to kind of take some time and just draw a little bit and show you how we start. So basic shapes, as you know from my other videos, are very important. But here we're kind of looking at the basic shapes that we've got in a non-human, an otherworld life form, as it were, from Predator 2 and OWL. Otherworld life, OWLS? I don't remember. All I remember is it was Peter Keyes, his character, just tearing up the scenery, doing an amazing job. And I was so inspired just to draw by watching those movies. So here I'm gonna see how far I get, and we'll create our own Predator alien for ourselves here. Again, using reference material, but still having the wherewithal to be able to just kind of get ourselves started. Looking for those basic shapes, trying to figure out what our creature looks like, and then adding all that wonderful shading as well will be a huge part of the drawing. And trying to, just kind of figure out where we get all of our details. You'll notice that the drawing starts off really rough as well. I'm not too worried about where things are going. I'm more concerned about the basic shapes and the proportions involved here. And I might have to adjust a lot of these as I go, and that's fine. There's no worries there at all. You got that wonderful stretching of the skin over the mandibles and the mouth here. And in the picture, there's a lot of teeth. I might have to adjust. Is there 5 or 4? I don't know. We'll put in 5 for the time being. I might have to adjust that as we go. That looks a little toothy there. Maybe we'll put 4 instead. But the point is, we're going for the basic look of the creature. We're just we want to make him look menacing, and we want him to look just otherworldly. And so far, so good. The cool thing about the predators, there's going to be a lot of shadows and shading involved. So I'm making the eyes very large because as I shade in around them, they'll appear smaller. So just by shading around this eye here, you can see that already that eye, just a quick shading here, looks a bit smaller because you've got all the dark around it there. And then we'll put in a reflection and then the pupil right in there. Yeah, that's looking great. So let's go with maybe 4 teeth. Because 5 look kind of, too toothy. How's 4 look? Okay, that's looking pretty good. And shading in here. All right. Get a stretching here in the mouth. And you know what? For an initial sketch, I'm actually really happy with that there. We'll get the other mandible in there. But again, very loose drawing just to get us started, and then we'll see how that kind of turns out in the end. All right, I'm liking how it's looking so far. So as always, there'll be a little bit of adjustment in the drawing when it comes to the final version, but I am liking how it's turning out so far. So I'm zoomed in a little bit so you can kind of see more of the creature, but I'll zoom out in a moment and I'll show you the end result. Hope you enjoyed that little impromptu video, and we'll talk to you next time.